So how's the training been since the last time we spoke? I think it was a couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah. Disconnected. Bluetooth pairing.
Sorry, Paul Thurwell's leaving and just turned off his Bluetooth speakers. Yeah, training's gone. It has gone well, and it's been really good because we've been able to sort of pinpoint a few things that needed working on. Practice games, I thought we could do a little bit better defensively. We had a couple of sessions on that. We've worked on the team shape as well, and there's a growing understanding. So people have stayed fit and well. So yeah, really looking forward to closing on in now on the day itself.
I think it's 9 days to go now. I think today.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's crazy to seem such a big gap from starting training to the game, but then as soon as you get inside 2 weeks, it seems to rapidly go. So yeah.
I was wondering if since you've probably been watching all the other games behind the closed doors and stuff, have you learned anything from those that you can learn or that you can give to your players, like advice and stuff like that? Because it will be very different.
Yeah, I think the playoff games have been really interesting. There's certain teams haven't turned up. The higher placed teams in some instances, they've gone into it whether they've inflated views of themselves, whether egos have got in the way, or whether they've just been a bit too tip-tappy on the day and haven't been strong enough. So we've learned from that, and the teams that have come through, like Wycombe, like Northampton, have been bold in the play, but really underpinning it all has been that team spirit. And I think we've got that in abundance here. But I think we've just got to make sure that we really like good football, and we like to get it out wide. We like to switch play a lot, and then we like to prize openings. But that can all be undermined if we don't do the basics defensively and the right by fighting to win possession. Yeah.
And what do you think? What's your take on the drinks breaks? Because they've more or less evolved into more of a tactical break now.
Yeah.
Will those be in the playoff games?
Yeah, apparently there's two drinks breaks, half through both halves. Obviously, there's no extra time at our, which I found that a bit strange. When we waited so long to play, and if it's a draw, it's straight to penalties. But the drinks breaks, it's a bit over fussy, really. It's not the Sahara Desert out here, is it?
No.
It can be warm, but surely people can handle 45 minutes before having a big drink. It gives you a chance as a coach to be able to get players in and maybe give them 1 or 2 pointers maximum. But it is what it is.
Yeah, but I guess it'll be more of a positive because you can, if you see anything that you think needs improvement, you can. It's only 20 minutes into the game, and you can kind of sort it out.
Yeah, definitely. There is that positive. I don't think it needs to be messed with the game. Sometimes it is too much.
And I guess the substitutes rules and everything will all be the same as we've been seeing on the Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two. Stuff like that.
Yeah, you've got three occasions where you can make your subs, and you can make up to 5 substitutions on those 3 occasions.
Okay, cool. And you spoke about Wycombe, but how did you find the League One playoff final at Wembley? That was the first one I'd seen with no crowd, and I thought it was a bit.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not having that crowd, and ours, we'll sadly miss our supporters because they've been a massive part of the team. But we've got to try and get beyond that and realise that they'll still be watching, and we owe it to them because of their commitment to us. They'll do anything to watch us, and we'll be drilling that home to the players. Make sure that that it's not just about us, and nor the people behind the scenes at the club, but it's about getting memories on the television, for our fans, and it'll be a historic moment if we do get through to the final. And then once again, if we did win it, then people will be cheering on, and I'm sure there'll be some noise around Harrogate if we did that, but we just got to find that.
Yeah. Do you think, maybe a bit like Wycombe, they were the outsider, do you think Harrogate can take a similar sort of like position for that? But obviously, you've done really well through the whole league, but in relative terms to the league, you're still quite new. Second season, did amazingly last year. Do you think the players can take that kind of underdog sort of vibe into the games?
Yeah. I think we've got to muster the strength to, just be the best form of ourselves and just not leave anything at home, and just really just go with it. You go with the emotion on the day and go with that drive to succeed. And we've done that and been on the crest of a wave for the last few years because of the energy of the group. And it's not been one player, no egos allowed in the changing room. So it's a team drive, and we've got ourselves into this position and been second and the favourites for playoffs by being ourselves as a group of players. And so we just need to just do that, not get away from it, not get away from it tactically or try and think too hard. Just go and enjoy the moment, because everyone has deserved to enjoy the moment and relish the opportunity of making history.
Yeah. I was just going to ask you a quick question about friendlies as well. I know there's been a lot of talk about that this last week or so, and I know we spoke about it, but it surprised me that actually Celtic had come in and asked for if you'd like a game. Like, was that a surprise to you?
Yeah,
they're a massive team.
Oh, massive, yeah. And it would have been a great opportunity. In any other circumstance, you'd snap that.
Yeah.
And you'd walk there. The game was to be played at Loughborough. And it was a bit of a last-minute one, but we chatted it amongst the backroom staff. And actually the players agreed when we met up with them the day after. That it was just too big a risk against opposition to have an injury to, really, the back line. We've got 4 defenders. We've only got 4 defenders because 3 were released when we were told there wouldn't be playoffs. So it kind of put us in a bit of a spot. However, we could have been lucky and got through it all right and had good memories of playing a behind closed doors game against maybe Celtic first team, maybe a few of their reserve team. But it would have been a blow, though, to have lost some major players through injury on that occasion. And we've got a lot of minutes into the players' legs by playing across the full dimensions of the pitch in training in a 10v9 and then a 10v10 scenario. So, they've been playing like there's been a man sent off, but it's in-house. You've got to train. You can't just wrap them up in cotton wool and just say don't train because of the injury situation. But we thought, well, we would regret it travelling separately and going, just because we wanted to make friends with Celtic, and we still do, and they're not discounting us in the future. They said that's for sure, but they thoroughly understood, and they'd probably done the same thing themselves.
Does that excite you that a team like that big have asked you to play a game?
Absolutely, yeah, of course. I mean, I think if we did go up and the pitch turned to grass, we'd have more opportunities. That's for sure. It's a nice area to visit. It's Harrogate, and the ground is really good now. It's really built up, and the grass pitch will be a high quality one as well. So I think they know we're not cloggers. No one who will be outraged on the pitch and try and take it as a scalp, bringing a major player down. So I think people would come along and opt to players.
So just to finish off, do you mind telling me what the schedule is for you and the team for the week leading up to the big game?
Yeah, so tomorrow we're doing a lighter session. Today's been heavy, not on the running side, but actually the training. I took the defenders, we built it up, and Thursday took the strikers and midfielders, and then we brought it all together and did like a phase of play over 80 minutes, over 80 meters in length and full width, and then and did that for an hour. And then tomorrow Tomorrow it'll be a lighter session, small-sided, really sharp, bit of fun, and then Saturday we're coming in for 2:30 kickoff to mirror exactly what will happen next week. So they'll be asked to come in at the appropriate time. We're using the changing rooms and the 1919 bar, which has been kitted out as it looks a decent changing room now. The portable showers have arrived at the same time. So just so that it's like a dress rehearsal. They'll all be kitted. And then Sunday will be off. We'll be in Monday. We will obviously have knowledge then of the result from Friday night's game, Boreham Wood and Halifax, and then we can start really drilling down the facts on them, the strengths and weaknesses, either Boreham Wood or Halifax. And training will be the heaviest session of the week on Tuesday, followed by a day off Wednesday, recharge, and then go again Thursday and Friday, and then we'll be there. So everyone's looking forward to it.
Yeah. So are you excited? It's been a really long time.
Yeah, you live all these days, of lockdown and long days, and going back into it, and it's all about one day, isn't it? Which is the 25th. It's the team that gets out of bed on the day, and turns up and is sprightly, is positive, and wants it the most, and puts it all together. So everything's been about that. We're not undercooked. It's a different kind of scenario for both teams. Even if the team have played one game already, it's still different, isn't it? Turning up at the semi-final, one team's changing in the bar area, and that's the home team. We are excited about it. We've got a talented squad. We've got a really close-knit group of people on and off the pitch that all get on really well. And we're all looking to help each other to get over the line.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for speaking to me, Simon. Best of luck next week.
Thanks, Isaac. Always good to speak to you.